So, it's been 6 weeks since I started this whole weight loss journey, and I might say this has been an experience. It's been only 6 weeks, so I only seriously started in January, but I had initially started saying I want to lose weight in December, and back then in December I was weighing close to, was it 326? And then now, when I really restarted the whole journey in January, I was weighing about 314. So this whole journey, it got started off because I was like, you know what? It's time for me to make some change. I've been in this size for so long. I really want to get fit. I want to get healthy. You know, when you're starting a new year, you have all these new goals, new resolutions of what things you want to do, right, for the year. So this was one of those things I've been avoiding for all these years. I'm like, yeah, I'll come up with all these new year goals and never really do anything, right? But I was like, this year, why not? Why not actually do it and actually stick to something and actually lose some weight this year? So I gave myself a goal to lose at least 100 pounds when I started off, or beginning of January. So it's been 6 weeks since I got started in this whole journey, and I can say it hasn't been easy at all. It's been such a journey, a lot of learning, a lot of bad habits that I had to break, yo. This was a lot of work. When you come up with these goals, you think it's going to be easy, or you sometimes didn't know that it's going to be hard, right? But I didn't realize how much I was going to be fighting with myself to try to stick to this whole journey that I've given myself the goal to stick with, right? So it has been really a challenge for me to try to lose weight. At the beginning, I was all excited. In the first week, you'll be so excited. You're making all this change. You get all ready. You do your shopping, your groceries, and all this stuff to get ready. And you're so pumped and hyped, right? So the first week it went well because I was really excited to get into it. Then later on, the cravings started kicking in and having to fight those cravings. If you have seen my previous videos, you know that I had moments when I fall off the wagon and have a cheat day here and there, right? Because I was just giving in to those cravings and I was fighting. Because this journey could be easy, right? But there's so much you have to learn about yourself, and that's what I've been doing. A lot of self-learning, trying to learn how to be disciplined, trying to learn how to be consistent. It's a lot. And this whole learning's been throughout this whole 6 weeks, right? So it hasn't been a quick journey for me, because I had to relearn new habits and let go of the old me, let go of all those old habits, and actually learn to prioritize all these healthy choices that I have to make now, so that I'll be able to meet that goal that I set for myself to lose 100 pounds at the end of this year. So last week when I weighed in, it was such a disappointing way, because I didn't even lose weight at all. And the previous week I had gained 1 pound. So this week when I went in this week, it was a lot of trying to evaluate what has been happening for those past 2 weeks, right? When I didn't get to lose anything at all. So what I had to do was to do a lot of tracking of my food. And at first I was a little bit reluctant to do the track. Here we go again, another extra thing that I have to do. I have to track all this stuff. I was like, oh man. I really was reluctant to do that, but I had to. So I've been tracking my food using the app, the Lose It app. It has been quite a eye-opener, and I found that it was actually really good when I'm tracking, because I actually get to really know how much I'm eating, right? Yeah, and it's so surprising, like how every little thing that you add adds up in how much you are eating, right? So I did it for the whole week, and actually it was really good. I continued on with the same diet, which is the low carb, high fat and protein. And one thing I noticed was this week, with what I was eating, I was because I found like the previous weeks I was a little bit too restrictive. What I was eating, I wasn't eating that much at all. So this past week I actually added more food. I was actually eating a little bit more than what I was eating it before. But what I was adding more was more like the vegetables. It was more adding more those low calorie vegetables. And I found one of the meals which I really loved. I was like, oh my gosh, where have you been all these years? Where have you been all this time, right? It actually made my food more enjoyable, because I love to have food which is a little bit spicy. So adding those jalapenos and banana peppers to my food, oh my gosh, it was like I'm in heaven. So that actually made me enjoy my food more. So these are the kind of meals I was having, and I was really enjoying them. My plate looked like it was really full, and having some avocados, having those healthy fats, right? So adding all this in my diet, it was actually made it more enjoyable for my meals, right? And this is something that I'm like, oh my gosh, why haven't I done this all these years? It actually makes my meals more enjoyable. And I see this is this kind of stuff I'll be able to stick with. So the whole point of doing this whole thing is to develop those healthy habits, right? So this would be one of those healthy meals that I would wouldn't mind continue having, right? Because they're really enjoyable, especially when you're having to replace like a burger just using the lettuce only and still putting all the extra stuff on it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so delicious for less calories. I'm still enjoying the whole meal, right? Because I'm not using a bun, I'm just using lettuce in the replacement. And also, some of it I was actually making like almost like little vegetable tacos or vegetable burritos, whatever how you want to describe it, right? Is having all the trimmings and using the shell as lettuce as the shell, right, of the taco or of the burrito, right? Then still having your little meats, your vegetables, your condiments, except of ketchup, but having other things like mayo and using all those peppers that I love in there. So I felt like I wasn't really missing out, and I was actually enjoying my meals. And tracking, you'll be able to see how much calories and how much food you're eating, right? So that really helped this week. So I felt my diet was one of the main thing. I was really surprised that I was actually eating more than what I was eating before. By tracking, I was able to see how much I'm eating and be able to say, okay, how much more calories can I have for the day, and trying to stick to my calorie count for the day, right? So that actually helped tracking. So that's something that I might continue on doing, because actually it was helping to see what exactly, right? So every little thing does count, and I was like, yo, some of these things you did all this good, so much all these calories, right? But just having that insight was really, really good. So that's one thing I'm going to continue on doing, that using the Lose It app to track all those calories, because I've mentioned before, I've used that app before and I really love it. So it's just that I didn't want another extra thing to be doing, right? But after a while, because I've used that app for so many years, and now they've come a long way. There's so many things you can do which are already like pre-filled if you're using the same kind of ingredients from the previous meals you've done. You can easily just input that and change whatever little things that you have changed, right? So it actually speeds up the whole process. So it wasn't really that bad at all. It wasn't that much of a work to do it and using that app, right? So it was just me being lazy, having to count calories and all this stuff. But actually, it wasn't that bad at all. They've made it way much easier to track your food. And this whole week also, I continued with exercising. I was doing the 30 minutes exercises. I've been using all those videos from YouTube, doing the walking, home walking exercises. So I found one video which I really love, and I've been doing that. Although when my sister looks at me, it's like, what are you doing? You don't look like you're doing anything at all. But from my point of view, when I'm doing it, I feel like I'm dying. I'm putting all my effort. I'm doing so much. I'm working out. But apparently it doesn't look like I do all that, right? But I'm going to continue on doing it, because, I'm not yet that fit at all. So I'm doing my best. I'm moving as much as I can move, right? I'm lifting my legs as far as I can lift them, but I just have to be patient with myself, because it's not going to be, I can't expect to be all like fit and all whatever, like someone who's like 150 pounds, right? So I'm still big, I'm still 300, so I still have lots of weight on my body, and my movement, I'm not yet that fit yet, right? To be expecting some, acting like someone who's so fit, right? I still struggle to do some of the movements still, but I just do some modification to some of those exercises that I can do, but just keep on moving, just keep on doing it, right? So that's what I've been doing for this week. And also I had a day I went back to doing the mini stepper, because I still enjoy that too, right? So I still incorporating that. So those are two exercises that I've been finding really enjoyable, that I'm going to continue using throughout this whole journey. And then, as I said, this whole process is all about learning, trying different things. So I'm still willing to try different things and try out and see what works for me, right? And see how I can continue on seeing results that I'm looking for and still enjoying the whole process as well. So for the next week, I'm going to continue on with those walking exercises, home video exercises that I found that I'm doing. And that also has been helping me with increasing my steps count for the day, right? Because I'm now finding things that, continue on moving and having more steps that I'm doing in a day compared to when before I used to not, do anything at all. I wasn't moving. I wasn't doing any exercises or whatever, right? So this is actually a big win for me and a big change and something that's really going to be helping. So another thing that I've noticed that I don't get as winded as I used to when I'm climbing up the stairs. So I kind of feel like I'm getting a little bit better. I'm getting there, right? My knees don't kill me as much as they used to kill me when I'm climbing upstairs as well. So I'm loving those little changes, right? Those little improvements. So with the time, I know it's going to get better. I'm going to get even much better and much fitter. So I'm going to continue on working on those exercises, improving my stamina. So we continue on that. So last week when I weighed in, I was 305.6 and I didn't lose anything. So this week when I stepped on the scale, I am weighing 299.6 and that means I lost 6 pounds since last week. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, it's a big celebration for me because I'm officially under 300 pounds. Yeah. Dance. Oh my gosh, you don't know how much I am so happy. Do you know how many years it's been since I last saw a 2 in front of the scale? It's been 7 whole years. More than 7 years. My sister was telling my sister about it. And she's like, oh my gosh, that says your nephew hasn't seen you below 300. And he's 7 years old. I'm like, I know. Can you imagine? That's how crazy this is. That's how crazy this has been. So I am excited. So since I started this journey 6 weeks ago, I was 314. Now with my new weigh-in, I've lost a total of about 14 pounds in the past 6 weeks. So that's exciting. So that's encouraging, and I'll keep on working on this journey. And I can't wait what next week and the next few months gonna bring. So this whole journey has showed me that, losing weight is simple, but it's not easy at all. It's not easy. It's a challenge for real that you have to keep on working on. And the main point is not to give up. So that's what I have to keep telling myself, not to give up, just keep going, keep pushing. So that's what I'm going to be doing as I move forward with this journey to be more healthy and to lose more weight. So my plan is going to remain the same, doing the low carb diet, exercising more, and make sure I rest more, because I noticed that this time around I actually slept a little bit better than last week, and I think that's also contributed to me seeing a big change this week. So yeah, I'm gonna stress less, sleep more, continue on with the diet and exercise, and I can't wait to keep you updated with the next progress next week. See ya.